Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. We are having a look at your 2024 forecast for all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you. Your likes, shares, subscribes, and all of your fantastic energy. So we're going to pull out some psychic activation cards. We're going to see what spiritual psychic abilities or energies are activating for you or are being enhanced for you in the year ahead. We're going to pull out and see what archangels are working with you the most in the year ahead, pull out some general messages, some overall energies, some messages from spirit guides, and we're going to pull out some tarot to really highlight energies for each month as we go through the year. So let's get right into your reading. And if you do find that you enjoy your reading, please do take a moment and give me that thumbs up there by pressing the like button. It really does help my channel, free for you though, and just one flick of your finger. I truly appreciate that. And if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to my channel as well. We have butterflies coming out here for you, Capricorn. This is beautiful. This is your time to where some of the changes that you've been going through or some of the challenges that you've been going through, this is where they dissipate. This is where you really come into a sense of being revitalized, being reborn. Some of you have been through a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs, your career, your money, your relationships, right? And so this is a time of growth for you to recognize the beauty that is in the world, the beauty you bring to the world, and really recognize all of the wonderful transformations that have been going on. So it's a beautiful energy for you, a time of growth, of expansion, and really that time of maybe seeing things in a different way, in a different light. So it's beautiful. We love the butterfly energy. It is card number 5. Fives do represent obstacles and challenges, but also exciting opportunities for change. And it's a beautiful, light-filled energy. So this is wonderful. Let's see what angels, archangels are working with you the most in the year ahead. Love the butterfly energy for you guys. Be on the lookout as well in your year ahead for any butterflies. And, not necessarily nestled on a flower, but, sometimes they'll fly in front of you or they'll like maybe land right beside you or something, or maybe fly in front of your car, like hover in front of your windshield. So watch out for those signs because they are very magical. We have Archangel Zapkiel coming in here for you, working with you throughout your year ahead. And this is the energy of ecstasy. Very interesting. Zapkiel is known as one of the things is known for is being the sacred lover. And with the energy of ecstasy, this is really connected with the gatekeepers of awe and joy. So in the year ahead, this is a highly spiritual transformational time for you. You're opening your heart, you're cleansing your wounds, you're finding peace, and you are perhaps really engaging in the energy of love, and you're finding love in all things, finding love in you. Maybe some of you are finding love, true love in people around you as well. But this is an entire transformational journey for you. Spiritual ecstasy, personal ecstasy, beautiful energy, right? So this is filling you with all kinds of wonderful vibrations, maybe some tingles down your spine, that kind of thing, but they make you feel good, right? When we think of the word ecstasy, we feel good, right? We feel wonderful. We feel alive. So engage in your heart chakra, work with Archangel Zapkiel, because this is a beautiful, light-filled energy, just like the butterflies. So, we do have we've got Pluto, which in January of 2024 is moving back into Aquarius. And Pluto has been in your sign for a little bit, right? Moved into Aquarius in 2023 and then retrograded back out and went back into Capricorn, right? So now is going back into Aquarius. And Pluto, of course, is the planet known for power, for change, but also growth and rebirth. So this can be where the time that Pluto has spent in your sign, when Pluto moves out of your sign, this can bring deep, deep transformation for you on many levels, most specifically the energy flowing through your heart, your spiritual energy, your emotional happiness and well-being. So this can be very exciting for you. And I do feel that in some cases here, you're going to be taking back some personal power. And that's part of what Pluto does, right? Power to the people. And so you might be taking back your personal power and you just feel a little bit more invigorated and alive. It's very exciting energy for you. We have Joyful Muse coming here for you, bringing in inspiration. Card number 33. Now, 33 is a master teacher number. So when we have this energy, you could be applying some lessons that you've learned. You may be in a position where you're teaching, leading, guiding other people in some area of life. But this can be where also you want to learn something. And with the Joyful Muse, I mean, we do have the energy of inspiration. Threes relate to teamwork and collaboration, but also creativity. Threes are the basis of manifestation. So this is a very creative year for you. This is a year where you may find new sources of inspiration, or maybe you're feeling a little bit more inspired. Maybe you do want to learn something, but something fun this year. And whether you want to pick up a musical instrument or learn to paint, draw, maybe you want to learn to do something a little bit more interesting, more exciting. So there's something there that is like a creative outlet that you may be drawn to in the year ahead. And so this can bring in that energy of taking the steps forward and really engaging in that activity, opening your mind, being willing to learn new things, and having fun while you're at it, feeling joyful, feeling inspired, the things that give you pleasure and joy. So wonderful energy really flowing through here for you, Cappy. We have in the hand, the universe is your partner. Yes, it is. So this is, look at that light on that light that you are engaging in, that light that is coming towards you, that you're drawn towards yourself. This is beautiful. When we have an open palm, this is a receiving energy. So you could really be receiving a whole bunch of blessings in the year ahead. But remember, no matter what you do, the universe is, we are in partnership with the universe. And we are required to, number one, set some intentions, figure out what we want, kind of be clear on things that we want to attract into our life. We set our intentions, we put them out there, but then we need to be open to receive. We also need to be ready to take some bold, inspired action. So this is a great year ahead for you for manifestation, great year for you to get started on things, but also recognize that whatever we're doing, whether we're on a healing journey, whether we're on a journey of love, of spiritual growth, or perhaps we're practicing the law of attraction, we have to remember that we do our part, the universe does their part, we do our part again, the universe reciprocates again. So it is that symbiotic relationship, it is that partnership, but you have the power of the universe in that palm of your hand. Remember, we need to sometimes discern as to when to be open to receive and when to go for it, to go and do something, to take that first step. Because when we take the first step, it's amazing what doors open for you. So it's a great, great energy there for you. We also have dances on one foot, bringing in a balancing act. So balance is important. Some of you are finding some more balance and harmony in your life in the year ahead, but some of you here, I think, are also going to really need to focus on where do you need to kind of write the apple cart up, right? So, sometimes what happens is we lose our connection with spirit when we're focused too much on our material world and our day-to-day lives, right? There's something bigger out there for us, but sometimes we're human, we get caught up in the hustle and bustle. And when we're out of alignment, right, we're spending too much in the physical, not enough time in the spiritual. This is where we do things that maybe we know we shouldn't do. We fall victim, shall we say, to some lower vibe energies or activities, right? So because we're filling a void. And if you think of, people who, if they're in emotional turmoil, sometimes we turn to food, right? We stress eat. sometimes, right? Why? Because we're filling up a void and it makes us feel better temporarily, and then we usually regret it a little bit later on. So this is just a little reminder for you for your year ahead, just to be open and be aware of things that may not be in balance for you. Life in general, right? When you do feel, we all go through periods of ups and downs, and sometimes we do need to focus on certain things to the exclusion of all else, but we need to remember to come back, right? So to come back into that balance and that alignment. It's not always easy, but it is doable, right? And we can do things in small little chunks. So this can be recognizing the balance between work and home, right? Between work and play, right? Inspiring, exciting activities, between our physical world and our spiritual world, right? So find the balance somewhere. And I do feel that there are things that are coming into alignment for you and that are you're attracting towards you, but we do need to be ready to receive them, and we need to make some room. We need to make some space for all the exciting things coming in. So let's see what else we get here for you. Messages from the spirit guides here for you guys. Thank you very much. We have you are never alone, okay? Remember, a spiritual growth, a spiritual journey or personal journey, times of turmoil and stress or time of pleasure and joy. Remember, no matter what is going on in your world, you're never alone. And this is true in your spiritual sense and also in the physical world as well. So remember, there's always, you're never the only one that's experiencing certain things in your life. Sometimes we need to find real world people to connect with who can understand, or who maybe are on a learning journey themselves, right? So this is a time for you for the year ahead where you may connect with like-minded people who are a little bit more in alignment with you and your energy and your interests. But this is also about spirit. And this is about your spiritual guides, your angels, your past loved ones, your spiritual soul tribe, if you will. No matter how good or how bad things are at the moment, you can always, always, always form that bond, form that relationship, form that connection with your spiritual soul tribe. Ask them for help, but also invite them to celebrate things in your life there as well, right? So we really do have a relationship developing with our spiritual soul tribe. So remember, you are never alone. They're always there helping you and guiding you. And sometimes we need to really call in the top people there, right? The top energies to come in and help us out. And we have different spirit guides, different connections with angels and things, depending what's going on in our lives. But this is a time of that spiritual growth and perhaps forging deeper bonds and relationships with that soul tribe there. We also have focus on the positive. Now we see that little flame coming up from behind what looks like a candle. Focus on moving forward. See through problems or issues at hand. When we focus on the positive, or we embrace the power of positive thinking, it doesn't always mean that everything's going to go our way. But it does change our perspective. It does change how we deal with things. It does change our outlook. So if life throws us a curveball, right? We're like, oh my God, everything bad keeps happening to me. No. Remember that life is happening for you, never to you. To you gives your power away. To you implies that you're helpless and that you're a victim. No, you're not. You're powerful. And if Pluto reminds us of anything, it's how powerful you really are. So this is a time for you to take your power back, time to recognize that all the good, the bad, the ugly, the joyous, the wondrous, and the difficult, everything in life happens for you on your path. And so when we focus on moving forward, or if we have an obstacle in our path, something challenge that we need to deal with, when we embrace the power of positive thinking, what happens is, instead of focusing on the problem, we shift and we focus on a solution. We figure out more how we can overcome. And it really is an empowering energy. So if you've given your power away somewhere, take it back. Never judge another. Everyone here is on their own personal journey. Everybody has a different purpose for being here. Everyone has different struggles and challenges. Everyone has different successes and rewards. No matter what your situation or no matter what someone else is in, it's not for you to judge. Never judge another person. You cannot know 100% what's going on behind someone's scenes, right? So just stay in your lane. Never judge another person, right? Instead, we're going to be a little bit more open and understanding. We can put up boundaries, right? We can always put up boundaries and we can always protect our own energy. But really, it's a year for you to focus on you. And we have accept struggles as lessons. Hey, there you go. Accept struggles as lessons. Yes, life is always happening for you. And even those times of difficulties and where we want to rail at the fates for making our life so incredibly hard. Okay, remember, there are life lessons to be learned. You do have card number 33 coming out here, right? Your master teacher number. So this can be where you are recognizing some life lessons that you've been learning, but also I feel that you're a little bit more open to recognizing that there's something to be learned even out of circumstances that are more than a little bit uncomfortable. So let's grab some tarot now. We're going to pull out a card for each and every month. We're going to start with January. We'll go all the way through to December. Thank you very much. Your first one popping out of the deck there. And we're just going to get the overall climate for your year. We're going to pull out some highlights for you, see what is going on. So once again, if you're enjoying your reading, consider hitting that like button there and subscribe to my channel. So we've got the 9 of Wands coming out here in January. Okay, so a little bit of world weariness, a little bit of tiredness there. We've got the Knight of Swords, King of Wands, 4 of Swords, Page of Cups, and we've got the Moon. So the first part of your year, I mean, we do start out, you may be wrapping up a journey, wrapping up a cycle. The 9 of Wands is where we are seeing something through to completion. So there could be some, I mean, number one, I mean, you do have Pluto leaving your sign, going back into Aquarius. So this could be where you've, 9 of Wands, you are glad to be gone out of some of that energy, right? Because Pluto makes us do some shadow work quite often, right? And can really kind of bring some surprises. So you could be just entering the beginning of the year, just feeling like you need a break or feeling as though you are getting a sense of closure to things in your life, right? Maybe you are closing the door, closing a chapter to things, all right, but you are, I feel, going to get a sense of relief in this energy, especially with the Knight of Swords coming in there for you. So I feel like you're going to have a little bit of an epiphany. You're going to gain some clarity or insight on something, or you're going to get that last bit of energy that you need to get some things done, right? It's been a busy year for a lot of you, probably a busy December for a lot of you. And so we're starting out 2024 with a sense of accomplishment, right? But also, we're tired. We need a break. So with that 9 of Wands there, remember to take care of your own energy, your own needs. The 9 of Wands can sometimes have us a little bit wounded, and there could be some conversation that may be a little bit challenging for you, okay, or maybe you are gaining clarity on something in your life here that has caused you some wounds. And so this can be where you're focused on healing that, right? We do have a 4 of Swords coming up, right? We've got the King of Wands where you take your power back. So if you feel powerless in a situation, I feel as though you're going to be regaining a sense of control or regaining that power that you may have thought that you'd given away, even if you didn't realize it. So it's a great energy there for you. But the 9 of Wands can also show that there's, perhaps some boundaries that you are putting up and that you know that you need to put up. And this is where you do that, where you do so, you let the good in and you keep the bad out. But with the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands, I do feel there's some action that you're taking here. You're feeling more confident. You're feeling more inspired. You're feeling like I am strong. I feel like I'm at my very best. So you might be taking some initiative on something here. There could be a lot of activity going on first 3 months out of the year, January, February, March. And I feel like you're going to just really be feeling a lot better about something. But you may also have some success here somewhere with this, whether you are making some bold moves, whether you're starting something new, or whether you are just gaining success at something that you've been working towards. It's a great energy. The kings are always successful. But you could also be connecting with an important person. Now, this may be someone you know or someone new coming in. With the Knight of Swords there, you could be communicating with somebody here, and maybe they give you some motivation or some advice, or maybe there's someone that does inspire you a little bit. You may also be engaging in some really fun activities with this person. So whether they are new or someone in your life already, this is where we are a little bit active, maybe being a little bit more social, or we're trying some new things, right? A little bit adventurous with the King of Wands, and we're having fun, right? We're having a little bit of fun. So the King of Wands can be someone who is very inspiring, someone who is a little bit of a go-getter, right? Someone who's got a lot of fire in them, right? But somebody who is quite often kind of exciting to be around. There might be a lot of chemistry with this person. For some of you, you've got new love coming in here, but I do feel that you are just feeling a little bit of sense of relief. We've got the Four of Swords. Maybe you're making amends with someone, you're finding peace. But the Four of Swords is really when our spiritual energy really does kick in. It's a card of meditation. It's a card of rest. So perhaps you're planning a getaway with somebody in your life here, right? Planning some sort of trip or an adventure. Maybe it's your friend, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's your spouse, okay? Or with the King of Wands, being, quite confident there. You may even just be saying, you know what, I'm going to go on a vacation all on my own. I don't want to answer to anybody. I just need this time alone. And so you could be doing that. You could have a really good time doing that, considering we do have the Page of Cups, which can mean that maybe you are just spending that time alone to connect with your spiritual self, a little bit of spiritual awakening there with the Page of Cups. This can be where you're really tapping into your creative energies, figuring out what makes you tick, right? Where's my source of creativity, right? So you could be engaging in some new creative activities, endeavors there, but of course you could also be meeting someone new, a new friend, a new romantic interest. With that Page of Cups, you just never know. There might be some surprises headed your way, especially since we've got the Moon card there as well. But the Four of Swords is where we find peace and calm, rest, and relaxation. It is a card of meditation, so this can be a little bit of a shift in your personal, your emotional, your spiritual energy there, and it's a wonderful thing. But we do have the Moon, and that's coming around June. It is a card of, it is Cancer energy there, and that is Cancer season in June. Okay, so there could be a very significant Cancerian person that may come into your life or that you connect with, okay, or you're just really connecting with the Moon energies. The Moon cycles in June might be really important for you. This is a card of psychic awareness, psychic activation, spiritual growth here as well. So this can be really profound for you here in this energy. This can also be where you may recognize that you need a little bit more clarity on something as well. The Moon casts shadows, right? It's in darkness. It casts shadows on things. Things look a little bit different in the moonlight, right? There's a little bit of an illusion that may come in here with something. So just make sure that you are really trusting your intuition on things, but there may be something going on there for you that maybe you do need to have a little bit more clarity. But the Moon can represent the ebb and the flow of life, the cycles of life. And so you may have some new beginnings. The Page of Cups can represent that, but you could also maybe have something coming to fruition for you here that you have set some intentions for. And maybe you are even just setting some intentions there. So whether you've got something new that you're setting intentions for, you've got something coming in, be ready to receive. So remember to be open and in the flow. The Moon can bring about some healing energy as well. So we do have a little bit of a theme. In the spring, we do have eclipse season coming in again, right? And eclipses can bring surprises. Hello, Page of Cups. If you're looking to start a family, you may have quite the surprise there, okay? Or there could just be something there that you didn't quite expect or that catches you off guard, but they're both in the upright, especially that Page of Cups. It can be something that does put a smile on your face. But with the Moon card, which is representing Cancerian energy, appearing in Cancer season, this can be a very significant month for you. There might be some fated events. There might be some changes, right? So just be very aware of that in that month, all right? We've got the Death card coming out here in July. The Devil card in reverse. Excellent. We're turning over a new leaf. We've got the Hanged Man. Take your time. This is huge energy here for you. We've got the Queen of Coins, the Empress, and we've got the Chariot. Wow, the back end of 2024 is highly significant for you, okay? Starting in around June, may even be something that's really kind of really kick-started in like March, April, April, May, I should say, eclipse season most likely, but the Moon, Death card, the Devil in reverse, right? If you're going to get the Devil card, we prefer it to be in reverse. Hanged Man, and then we've got the Empress and the Chariot with the Queen of Coins right in the middle. This is a highly transformative time for you. A lot of fated events, perhaps some unexpected events and activities, but I think something's really going to pay off for you. All right. So the back end of the year, very significant, very important. Things that are coming into alignment for you, or some big, big changes for you, which we already said at the beginning of your reading. The Death card here is Scorpio energy, but this is ruled by Pluto. Okay, and so clearly there's a reason why I kind of latched onto Pluto for you for right from the start of your reading. So there's some significant change, transformation, evolution, growth, enlightenment, right? The Moon card with that Death card there. Get ready. Get ready for surprises. Get ready for growth. Get ready for healing. Get ready for possibly endings. But these are things that have to go, things that are needing to wrap up, things that have to change. This can be relationships, it can be you, it can be your spiritual side, it can be finally putting an end to karmic cycles and chapters in your life. This can be, where you are doing a little bit of shadow work. You can have very much a dark night of the soul kind of energy coming in here for some of you. Highly significant. All right. But that Death card can bring about endings, but it does lead away to magical and brand new and transformative new beginnings or fresh energy. Right. So prepare to do maybe a little bit of shadow work. But with the Devil card in reverse, when we have the Devil card in the upright, we've got bad habits, addictions, patterns, behaviors, obsessions, compulsions, control energy, and we can feel bound, we can feel tied, right? We need to release the chains. In the reverse energy, we're having an opportunity, or we're recognizing and we're taking action on turning the page, turning over a new leaf, seeing what has to come to an end with that Death card. So for some of you, again, this is really part of your journey, part of your butterflies energy, part of your awakening energy. And this is where, it's out with the old you and you're welcoming in the new. You're feeling a little bit different. You're feeling like you're looking at the world a little bit differently. You're maybe recognizing some challenges that you've been through, and you're like gaining some wisdom. In here as well, we do have the Hanged Man, right? The Hanged Man typically looks like, a pause, a delay, right? But it brings in some patient energy. It's where we get in the flow, actually, because we're not resisting, we're just hanging out, and we're releasing things. Though in the Hanged Man, we're surrendering. We're releasing some bonds. We're releasing people, toxic energies. We're releasing old patterns and habits and behaviors that we may have. And this is where, again, the Hanged Man, we can get epiphany moment. We can get clarity on things. So there's some deep, deep stuff going on here for you guys. We do have the Queen of Coins, and the Queen of Coins is where you can be feeling really good, right? You're feeling like you've got your feet on the ground. You're feeling as though things are happening for you. You're feeling like you're blossoming, you're shining, you're focusing on you, you're taking things one day at a time. But you could also be really embracing the energy of abundance. The Queen of Coins is very abundant. All right. You're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your goals, your dreams, you're taking care of of business, right? But you may also have something blossoming in your material world there, something very wonderful there for you. So certainly, you may have some manifestations that are coming to fruition. But interestingly enough, this is happening around eclipse season again. So I think the moon cycles, the eclipse seasons are going to be incredibly important for you in the year ahead. But with the Queen of Coins and the Empress right beside each other, after a pause, after a delay, after doing some very, very hard work, okay, or just boom, I'm letting go, right? I'm letting go, I'm moving forward, and I'm just going to embrace all of the abundance that life is sending my way, that the universe has for me, and that is blossoming in my life. And it's a beautiful energy right here. The Empress can bring in resources that you need. It's bringing fertile energy. It's an energy of creation, of birth, a new you, perhaps, new beginnings. But it's a time of harvest as well. There's love, there's beauty, there's romance, there's all kinds of wonderful things in here. So you could be really engaging in the art of self-care, self-love, okay, or maybe you have some relationships that are blossoming. You're creating the life that you want to live, and any changes, any um, transformations, any endings that you have been going through, this is where you are really being thankful for everything that you've gone through. And it's really a significant shift in your energy. Very calm, very grounded, very down to earth, but very magical in its energy as well. The Empress card is number 3, and we do have, remember, the 33 energy coming out there for you, a new sense of you, ability to really attract all forms of abundance into your life. Very, 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 very interesting and very wonderful, and perhaps even profitable energy coming in there for you there. So October, November, very great. But the Empress card, some of you are feeling like there's something that you want to start. Maybe there's new love in your life. You could have be beautifying your home. Maybe you're beautifying yourself as well in that energy, right? But you're willing to try new things, and you're just in this highly creative energy, creative vibe with that. So very wonderful. And it really bodes well, because as we head into the end of the year, we've got the Chariot card, right? And with that Chariot energy, this is where I realize that for some reason I am really connecting with the moon card, with that Cancerian energy, even though actually the moon card is Pisces. So the Cancerian energy is the Chariot. So there's a reason for that. There's a reason why I made that little snafu. I mean, the moon card is the ruler of Cancer, so that's probably why. But so Pisces can be a key player for you here in that energy as well. But Cancerian energy feels really strong for you as we go throughout the year. And I think it's because of this connection that I'm feeling for you with the moon cycles. So yeah, a little bit of a snafu there. But the Chariot card, this is about success. This is the energy where we are coming into alignment with our destiny. Everything's coming into balance and harmony here. And this is an energy of success, of moving forward, of feeling like you're very much on the right track. This is where you're celebrating things. This is where you are gaining a lot of forward momentum. So there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes here. Okay. And this is where things may really pay off for you at the latter part of the year, especially as we come into your birthday, as we come into your season. The Chariot does bring success. It can also bring movement, So some of you may be moving to a new location, a new home, possibly with the Empress card, the Queen of Coins, and the Chariot, right? You could be moving to a new home, relocating in some way. This can have to do around, it can have to be around your career path. The Empress can bring in children. Okay, that fertility. The Page of Cups can bring in children as well, especially in regards to pregnancy. So you do have 2 pregnancy cards here. And this can just be the birth of new ideas, right? But it can also represent you considering starting a family or maybe changing your life around in such a way that, family and a good home, this is your priority. But if you are getting some news around May or so, May, June, that there's a pregnancy on the horizon, then over here, how many months are we? We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months into it. By this time, you might be recognizing that you want to move to a better neighborhood, a bigger apartment, a bigger house, a different city even, right? Those things, right? You might just recognize that you want a better environment maybe for your children. And this can be where you do kind of make that move. But the Chariot shows success that is driven by you, from your actions, your ambitions, your willpower, your perseverance. Your confidence is what carries you through and sees you through the winds of change and sees you headed towards that success that you've been working for. So a lot of momentum, a lot of change in 2024, but it's bringing in love and abundance and new beginnings and all this creative energy. So no matter where you happen to be, no matter what's going on, like there's something very magical in the year ahead for you. And for the love of Pete, I keep on being drawn back to the Page of Cups and the Moon. I can't take my eyes off them, to be honest with you. So Cancer season, June, you have Cancerian energy with the Chariot. You've got Pisces energy. The Page of Cups sometimes can be associated with Pisces. So I feel there's a little bit of magic in the air for you somewhere around there. A very significant turning point, significant change on the horizon in your life. There, you would think that I'd be drawn to the Death card a little bit more. I'll leave that there. Thank you. But I'm not. I'm drawn right over here. So there's something there drawing me in, something there that is just really highlighting the importance of those months. So something is kickstarted right there. And it could be because this is where you are opening up. This is where you are getting some growth, or this is where you are getting things back on track to take care of you and your energy and focus on your growth and your spiritual self and your belief systems and whatever it happens to be. So really, really trust your intuition. Watch for a sign somewhere around there, May, June, July. Very important. So let's see where your magic is in the year ahead. We've got finding, and we've got butterflies on that card yet again. Finding yourself, finding who you are, finding answers. Some of you, you're going through that soul searching. So when we are open to discovery, when we are open to beauty and wonder, and we're open to receiving, right? This is where we find what we're looking for. So whether you're finding yourself or you're finding something else that, that is important for you, it is an energy of discovery, of transformation, of awakening for you. Beautiful. It's where your power is. It's where your magic is. Your ability to find what has been missing, find what you thought you had lost. And this is a very significant transformational energy for you. We also have lighten your load. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Right, 9 of Wands right there. Okay, lighten your load. Look at that figure on that card, the weight of the world on your shoulders. Okay, so part of your magical powers throughout the year ahead is your ability to put up boundaries, to say no. Okay, sometimes we say yes, to pretty much everything, right? No one can do it. Like by the time I even explained to someone else how to do it, I could have done it myself. No, lighten your load. Okay, find balance. We're freeing ourselves in this, right? The Devil card in reverse, you're on the path to freedom, something that's been really, really with you for a long time or has been really difficult. Lighten your load, release, detach, surrender, hangman, sacrifice, right? Put up boundaries, say no once in a while. This is a year for you where you have that magical power. You have the gift to really find the light and to really have a sense of relief. We also have animals coming in here for you. And so what some of you here, okay, some of you here may be getting a pet in the year ahead, okay, or you feel really connected to animals in some way. So, some of you may have a little bit of a career change. Maybe you're going to work with animals a little bit. You might be inclined, or maybe you've been thinking already of volunteering somewhere that you can help with animals. It's very connected to the earth usually as animals, right? Or, the creatures of the earth, and quite often our spirit guides. So you might be really connected to that. This is a reminder here as well that some of you can speak to animals in spirit. Okay, or maybe you can do some energy work with animals there. So I do feel here that you are being protected by not just your spirit animals, but also one that you've had, right? So an animal that's crossed the rainbow bridge, a cat, a dog, a lizard, a bird, whatever it happens to be. I think this is, you're going to feel their presence. And it's a really magical gift when we can feel the presence of not just our past loved ones, and but also the animals. So some of you could potentially be an animal whisperer, whether it's in the 3D world or whether it's in the spiritual world. But the animal's energy can also represent that part of the signs and symbols that you're going to see throughout the year in times of significant change, transformation, or just when spirit wants to give you a heads up, is going to come in the form of animals. We already have butterflies making a significant appearance. We have the cat, right, with inspiration coming out there for you. Cats are very independent. They're, they come out of their shell for a little bit, they socialize for a little bit, and then they go back and they focus on them, right? They're highly independent there. So some of you may really recognize some signs via animals, whether it's cats or butterflies, or we've got rabbits on the Empress card, whatever that happens to be. Dragonflies, very significant. We've got dove, right? Doves bring peace and healing and forgiveness. Okay, so watch for those signs, not just numerological signs, which is what we quite often see. You might want to watch for threes in your year ahead, but also those animals or insects. Very important. All right. Some of you might actually even get a new pet, like I said, throughout the year. And this can be really good for you. Pets give us comfort, companionship. Some of you, maybe you find a pet that's going to become your familiar. I just got a black cat, a little lucky black cat. Actually, I got two cats. One is a tabby, but I got two little kittens there. They're just, their animals are wonderful to have in your life. So maybe some of you are a horse. Maybe you're going to adopt a horse. Interesting. If you do adopt a horse, or if you're thinking of getting a horse, let me know, because that's kind of random. The horse doesn't usually come in. Anyways, so let's get a few more cards out here for you, and let's get some angel numbers. Wow. Need I say more? 1111. I am awakening. That sums up your entire reading. We could have saved ourselves some time. The universe is arranging, The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you to wake up who you truly are. I am awakening. 1111. Watch out for those ones. Number 9. I am compassionate. And we start out your year with the number 9. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. I am compassionate. Number 9. So watch for 1s, watch for 9s, watch for 3s. And we have number 77. Interesting. We also have the Chariot, which is number 7 as well. So watch for 7s also. I am brave. It is time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and brave. I am brave. Yes, indeed. There is so much synchronicity in your entire reading here, Cappy. So embrace the energy. All right. Claim this energy because, wow. All right, just well, and again, I'm still drawn to that moon card over there. All right, but watch out for those ones. 11, 11, highly significant for you. Nines, right? Nines, completion, right? We're wrapping things up and we're turning over a new leaf. Got the death card there for you. And of course, we do have 3 sevens coming out here for you as well, not to mention 3 threes. So those may be significant, very significant numbers for you in your year ahead. So I'm going to leave all that there for you, Capricorn. I really do hope there was something here that really resonated with you on some level. If so, please give me a thumbs up there by pressing the like button. Check back on your reading, save it for future, because there's a lot to unpack, right? And some things might not make sense now, but they may make sense in another couple of months. So it's a good idea to check back on your yearly readings. But if you do enjoy my content, please hit that subscribe button there. And if you hit the notification bell, then you should, in theory, always get notified when I put up a new reading. There's something coming up almost every single day. So I thank you guys. Have a wonderful year ahead, and I'll see you later. Bye.